my channel. Today we're gonna make a pita bread, a no-fail pita. Bake it like a pro and you have the opening in your bread where you stuff the meat, the salad, or any garnish you want to fully enjoy a hearty meal. If this is your first time, I'm Linda again and welcome to my channel. I hope you stay and enjoy our pita bread making today. If your flour is sitting for some time in your counter, stir it 2 or 3 times to lighten it up, or toast it with your cup to incorporate some air so that you can have the more or less accurate measurement if you're using a cup, and level it up with your hand. I need 2 cups of this. If you have a kitchen weighing scale, you can measure out 250. So this is very accurate. 250 grams or 2 cups. This is all-purpose flour or flour number 1. You can substitute it with flour number 2 or any healthier flour available in your area. Just take note of the water. You may add 1 or 2 tablespoons if you substitute this flour to a harder flour like the bread flour or flour number 2. Next ingredient is yeast. For this recipe, I'm using an instant yeast. You can use the active yeast, but you need to activate it first with warm water and sugar. Instant yeast is faster, and if you're in a hurry, better use this. It is also finer than the active yeast, and there is no need for you to activate this. You have just to mix it directly to the flour. This I need 1/3, or if you have a weighing scale, weigh 2.5 grams or like that. There's no 0.5, so about 2 grams, about 3. That's 3, it's okay. And mix this directly to the flour. Next ingredient is sugar. You can measure sugar using a measuring spoon, or if you don't have this, use a teaspoon. It's okay. So I need 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. This is about 1/2 teaspoon, but if you want to increase the sugar up to 1/3, it's okay. If you want your bread a bit sweeter, it's okay. But for me, I stick to 1/2 teaspoon. Okay. And then next is salt, 1/2 teaspoon. You may reduce or you may increase, it is up to you. It's according to your taste. So mix it here. Next ingredient is baking powder. You can omit baking powder if you decide to leave this dough overnight in your fridge. The longer you leave this dough to rise, the flavor will develop more and you have a tastier bread. However, if you are in a hurry and you want to make pita bread right away, you have to add baking powder. Still, you have a freshly baked pita bread for your meal. For baking powder, we need 1/4 of a teaspoon. Mix it with the flour and give it a stir. And the last ingredient is the water. Water, you need 150 ml or 1/3 of this cup. if you put this in a cup, let's see what level is this. Still, it's 1/3. So we need to mix this. There will be no waiting time for this recipe. We want to make sure that the dough is smooth and elastic. We have to mix this and then knead it with our hand. Form this into a ball and transfer this. This is now our dough. I transfer this to this mat so that I can knead this for around 5 minutes. This stage I will not be putting any flour on the surface for now, but I have to just knead this with my hand for about 5 minutes. If you have a mixer, you can beat this for around 1 minute or until you can see it is elastic and soft. Use the hook to beat. In case you don't have a proper place to knead this, you don't have a proper table or you don't have a mat like this, so you can just hold this dough in your hand, rotate, stretch, rotate, stretch until you have a smooth and elastic. I'm done stretching and squeezing this dough. I will now form this into a ball and then roll it into log so that I can cut it. That's the back part. I cut this into 6. Making a circular motion and pressing it down against my left hand, I can now form smooth ball-like dough, and same with the other. So I have this 6 pieces of dough that I'm going to roll out, which is the next step. In this step, I need to spread a thin amount of flour using a wooden rolling pin. I will flat this first and then roll it, rotate, roll, rotate so that you can get a semicircle, rotate like that. So this is about the size I like, and I have to put or spread another layer of flour so that when I top it with another piece, this will not stick to each other. Another one, flatten and then roll. Just not too thin or else the bubble will burst. With 2 cups we get 6 pieces of pita bread. You can double the recipe and get 12 pieces, or you can add another 2 cups, which means times 3 you get 18 pieces, or You can quadruple to get 2 dozen. So we turn the heat to high to heat this up. If this is ready and it is hot enough, we can adjust the heat to medium. So we are ready to put the first one. We need to see bubbles before flipping this over so that the other side will also be cooked. So now we begin to see some bubbles, and we need to flip this over. And flip again. So you see, we need a pocket so that we can have a softer pita bread, and we are sure that there is a space where we can put the combination or the meat we'd like to stuff in this bread. So now it is cooked. We can press this side so that it can cook evenly, and just be careful because this is hot. This one has a hole, so I need to cover it so that it can pop continuously up to the end of the side. So now, here's the third one. If the dough becomes thicker, you can just re-roll it again. Same thing, you need to rotate so that it will become a bit thinner. This one becomes thicker. You can also do this in the oven. You don't need to flip over and over again, but you need a very high heat, around 200 degrees, and it will cook for around 10 to 12 minutes. Already have 3 pieces here, 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th. Okay, this is the color I want. This is 4th, and this is the 5th. Like this one, it has a hole, will fail to open up all parts. Anyway, you can have the other side to make it open, and we'll have the last one. We just cook 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All have packets in this bread. We can open this up and see how it goes. So let's see if this bread has pockets. We will open the first one. And yes, it has. And let's open the second one. Yes, there is pocket. And the third one is still very hot. And the sixth one, this is the very first we cook. And look, that is what I meant when I said earlier, we bake or we make a no-fail pita bread. Now I want to enjoy this bread with my chicken masala.
To eat in the kitchen when I'm still working, you just have to clean up the plate with your bread. That's it. So good.
So we have this pita breads, homemade, easy to make, and freshly baked. The recipe is easy to follow, and I have shown you the steps so that you can make it yourself. Try! So that's it. You have seen how I made pita bread. More home cooking videos will be coming up soon, so don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell so that you will be updated with my videos. So for now, bye bye everyone. God bless.